Hey everyone, let's build and review the bakery by LEGO. This is set number 40696. This set was provided by the LEGO Group for early reviews, so thank you LEGO. This is a gift with purchase offer, and that's all the information the LEGO Group has provided, so they're not so kind with information. They keep a lot of stuff secretive. But it looks like we're going to build ourselves a micro-scale build of a bakery with a croissant on top. Looks pretty interesting, especially for the holidays. And that's the set of stickers we have. What is that? 8 stickers? I'm going to have to bellyache through that one. And you get 5 numbered bags of bricks, which is really cool. It looks like I see a lot of dark orange and medium nougat. Those are colors that I'm always looking for. Okay, let's build it. We're going to start with bag 1. And if you've noticed the color's a bit off in the video, well, the flashing light finally took a dump, so yeah, I've got to get a new one. This is more like a cool white. They call it daylight. Seems more like a pasty white. It makes my hands look kind of pasty. So hopefully the color correction in my editor will fix it. And yeah, it's been a day or so. I came back yesterday. Today is the 19th of September 2024. I came back from my beach expedition or adventure. Very fun and relaxing. I didn't get my seafood platter, but I got a chance to relax and not worry about anything. And when I came home, maybe an hour or two later, this set came a knocking. So yeah, I had to work on it. Got to do it today. So let's see here. So we're just going to jump right on in. Now, if you're just joining me, the whole intent of these is for my review notes, nothing more. So I may end up covering the build from time to time. And yeah, oh, that one's in good shape. Checking all the glass pieces. I don't do so much of the bricks, but I'm looking for deep scratches, gouges. Making sure it's not dust. I think that's it. So my beach trip was pretty fun. It was pretty warm over there, breezy, which is to be expected. And the sad thing is it was cold and foggy the day we were leaving. So I couldn't do nothing there. Oh wow, a 1x4 trans clear flat tile. That's kind of cool. But more or less we all had fun. I could tell who doesn't or who can't handle the cold weather. We had somebody in our party that wanted the heat up. Matter of fact, I went back to the hotel room and the heater was sitting up in the 80s. I thought, you're kidding me. Oh, it felt so good. And I'm thinking, I'm burning up. I went over there, flipped that thermostat off. I said, don't touch it, please. I'm like, I just came from a desert. I don't want to sweat anymore. I didn't get my seafood platter though, but I had seafood. Everybody else wanted chicken. In fact, my mom and I were the only ones ordering the seafood, which is really good. I'll tell you, there was this one place we went to. My mom had the fish platter. She found bones in hers, and my fish was so chewy. It was like chewing an old rubber tire off of a tractor. And I'll tell you, I'm going to leave them a Yelp review, a bad one, because that was uncalled for, especially when the bill was over $100 for subpar food. And yes, I do reviews on food items too, and that was probably one of the ones that I did not want to do. Everybody wanted to go to this place because it serves sandwiches and chicken. Yeah, they weren't really a seafood place. As a matter of fact, surprisingly, a lot of places out there don't serve seafood by the beach. But you know what, though? I hate that. Oh, there's no brick separator. We're going to have to ding this down. These are hard to get in here, so just be careful. And that's what it should look like right now. I notice having the camera at 45 degrees, you can see a bit more, so I'm going to keep it like that. So that's, if it works for you, let me know. Going overhead, you'd see it like this, but I want to keep it to where you can see at least 2 angles. I know my hand's covered, I can't. prevent that. But for the most part, it was a very fun, relaxing trip. It's nice to come back. Haven't had that really in a while. And the place we were staying at, the hotel, a lot of people said it was dated decor. The walls need to be painted, and it was like a year ago for the review, and I thought, oh, it should have been improved by now. Well, we went there, it wasn't improved at all, and it was for $400 a night. The bathroom was small. Matter of fact, my Lego bathrooms are bigger. We're talking for regular humans. And yeah, it was not a very pleasant experience. And their maximum rate that they can charge on that room is $1,200. Now imagine having 2 lumpy beds, a flat screen TV with probably 50 channels, and a crowded bathroom. But one thing that was going for this place is when you opened up your curtains, you had a full view of the beach, a full entire view. That was what you were paying for. And the rooms weren't too nice, but when you went downstairs, you had a nice patio with some fire pits and tiki torches and stuff. And it was really nice to sit out there and just hear the waves. I know at night I was the only one that had the window open. I wanted to hear the waves. We had a slider out to a balcony. I tell you, I kind of was getting tired, but I didn't want to go home. I wanted to stay. But I have to do work, and I had to do some reviews. But for the most part, it was very relaxing. Well, you know, fun things must come to an end, and that's where it left off at. And yeah, it wasn't too bad. Now I'm got to get back to the grindstone of doing computer programming and that kind of thing. Something I don't want to do right now. This set here, I don't know. It looks interesting on the box, but oh, wait a minute, this doesn't go here. The palisade brick goes here, and it just hangs over. So if you think you got your studs in the wrong area, no, that's how the book shows it. Got done with the Michael Myers building guide, and right when I was getting ready to publish it, I found a mistake. I had to go in and correct it. I had to take care of that. But I got it up for sale. It's for $16. I'm reading on how to do coupon codes, so I'm thinking on how to do those. And maybe do a perk or something like that for my audience. And I got to thinking, though, it is possible that I could do the parts list and stuff in videos. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do about the paid stuff yet. Okay. So we got to build 2 of each. So what I'm going to do is build these and build a mirror. And I can always use medium nuggets. And no, I did not take my sig fig like a lot of guys do. I wasn't going to deal with it because that was my time away from Lego. Computers. Anything that represented a computer, I was like, ugh. Even when I was trying to pay for a meal, I was like, how do you stick the credit card in here? And the lady kind of looked at me, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm used to buying most of everything online. I don't really pay for, you know, going to the establishments that much anymore. So, that having been said, I got all that. The trip was like $1,500. And it was fun nonetheless. A lot of people were out there surfing, and I thought, oh, I could have brought my board, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to do that. And I'm glad I didn't too, because I'm so out of shape that we walked about 6 miles one day, and my back of my thighs and my calves were sore, had knee pain. I think it was the shoes I was wearing. So Converse are not really good for hiking and stuff. So yeah, I think I put some of these on backwards. Let me flip these around here. My bad. So for the most part, it was a very relaxing trip. Very relaxing. And of course, with trips, there's always trouble in paradise, but something I don't want to get into on here. But for the most part, I had a good time. Just kind of stayed away from everybody. Anybody who's going to start fights anyways, I thought, well, I don't want to deal with that. Okay. And yeah, I'm pretty much, you know, at that point where, okay, I reset. Now I can get back to doing the grindstone again and not have to think too much. I was even like that on vacations. I don't want to think. I just want to do things. Alright. Now we're going to start putting stickers, and I don't want to put them on this. So I'm going to have to. And that sticker number 2. Let's see here. 2 would be that. Which just says open. Open. Open sesame. Okay, I have it backwards, so this thing's supposed to go on the bottom. So if you get it on backwards, just flip the tile upside down, and there you go. Yeah, I tell you though, it was nice to get away from things. Not have to think, just do it, and be done. I am worn out. There's some other things I'd like to talk about, but I don't think it'd be appropriate to talk about it on here. Like I said, there was some drama, but nothing I was involved in. Okay, so this goes right here, and then just swing that down like that. Yeah, my hands are kind of purpley. I'm hoping that I can correct that. I'm looking for these cupcake pieces. These are kind of cool. The red ones I don't have. So I gotta stick the poop piece in there. Yeah, but I'll tell you though, there was a lot of surfer dudes. I can get along with those guys pretty easily. Somebody asked me, did they really talk like surfers out here? Yes. You notice sometimes I even get like that. So I could be hitting the waves or doing Lego stuff. I don't know. They must use this for the shop door. That's if I can get it in there. I got a bunch of these. So the whole thing about these micro builds is essentially what it is, just to micro build something, and that's it. And hey, I'll take extra cookies, especially these ones with the little sprinkles, the holiday cookies, the one on the right. I like those. I'm hoping to get more of those. I'd like to get some more cookies for some of the builds. Okay, well here's something very interesting. And this would work for a full-size build too. They're actually shoving the cookies in here. Okay, just drop them in. And then crown it off with this. Now why do they do that? For a display shelf. If you don't believe me, that's how they do it. Just set them in there. Okay. I'm sure you want it to face up like that. Pretty nice, huh? So yeah, Lego does the same thing I do. 3 months early, we start planning for the holidays. Like right now, I'm doing Christmas stuff. I'm also publishing Christmas builds on Rebrickable. Okay, well look at all those small pieces that we have remaining there. Hey, I'll take some extra ice cream and cookie parts. I mean, who doesn't want those, right? I think I get so many extra cookies. Sets like this. Now we got a small bag number 2 with little pieces. So here we go. So bag 1 does the base and the front windows. So just the base and the front pretty much. Okay. I'm going to make 2 of those. But for the most part, I'm getting kind of anxious on getting things done in terms of finishing up Lego stuff. I haven't worked on anything else for the year yet. Okay. And now I need to get these in here right there. Yeah, but the surfer stuff. Yeah, I gotta look and get a new wetsuit. Mine's all rotten apart anyways. There are some guys out there surfing with no wetsuit at all. I mean, those are hardcore surfers. You know, it's easy to surf without it, but at that point you're just heating up the ocean with your body heat. That's never good. Sticker number 6, which is this one here. Which one do I prefer, Lego or surfing? I prefer surfing over Lego. Sorry, Lego fans. You know, I can't. I gotta get my Cowabunga stuff going. So we're building another one of these here. Now I can always use transparent clear bricks. I wish they were orange, but you know. Ooh, look, a waffle piece. Let me put this in here and I'll show you. So it doesn't fall out here. All right. Waffle tiles I'm kind of looking forward to getting. That guy right there. I wish it was a 2x2, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Set that right there. So far we got a little sample of everything. Just make sure your tiles are facing in that direction right there, so you'll be fine. And we're doing another one here. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get a haircut before I left. I got a little toasty. Hands are a little red, but not too terribly bad. I mean, we just did that step. And now, since now I'm home, I gotta get one. Once my scalp is not so tender. It's a waffle tile. Is it supposed to be like a Waffle House? Or no, you know what? Those are probably our peanut butter cookies. You know, you take the fork and you mash them down. I think that's what that is. Boy, look at it. This is making me hungry. Look at that. Making me real hungry. We got to put a sticker number 3 on there, which is that one right there. Yeah, but all the surfer people I talk to and encounter, they all have the long hair, especially the broccoli hair. That's really thick over there. And here I come waltzing in there with a military cut, you know. Yeah, that's how it is. The surfer dudes. Oh, I got that in wrong. Oh, come on. Yeah, if you don't have a brick, there's no brick separator, so make sure you find one. Yeah, but for the most part, I had a really good time. It was relaxing. And I keep saying for the most part, which I got to stop saying. That phrase is starting to get a little boring there. Is that a waffle tile? Let's see here. Okay, that's the peanut butter cookie. That does sound good, but right now we're in the high 80s, which is fine. But I have a feeling it's gonna get hot soon. Oh, there's supposed to be a sticker right here, sticker number 7. What does that look like? That right there. And the line goes on the top. They should have just called this more of a bakery shop. Yeah, we went to this place on the west coast called Pismo Beach. And they have some shops there, surf skate shops. They also have a candy store. Went in there, couldn't find any candy I liked, and that was it. And that was it. I just didn't find anything that yummy or anything I wanted to eat. Don't you want to get candy? I'm like, no, I don't need any candy. I got a bunch of it at home, which I do. Must be where the clerk is at. Not too bad. Alright, so we got to put another sticker on here. And we were over there, we're talking about camping and stuff, but none of us own a trailer. I don't own a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. Oh, you got to go get one. You need to buy one. No, I don't need to buy one. And that's sticker number 4, which is that. I'm like, you've seen how expensive those things are. A truck and a fifth wheel, a good one, is about $250,000. I don't need to spend that kind of money on camping. Why? When I can just take the sleeping bag, in the evening, take the sleeping bag, roll it out on the picnic table, and just hop in and throw a screen over me, and that would be the end of that to keep the bugs from attacking me. No, don't you roll off. Well, let me get that. It's trying to hide from me there. Okay. We walked through this one campground that was just it used to have a lot of trees, but they tore all the trees out, I guess due to insurance. So it's almost like being in the desert. I just sat there and laughed and thought, I'm going to do this. I may as well stay at home. It's like being in a desert. All right, so where does that go exactly? I'll show you here. So you can see it better where it's got 4 studs in here. I think we're supposed to wrap around that, which doesn't look too bad. Yeah, but I am fully relaxed. Back to the Lego building grindstone again. Alright, and that's it for bag 2. And essentially what we did, and that's what we have remaining, is the walls. Yeah, just the side walls. And yeah. Let's move on to bag 3. Now, I read one of your comments. One of you had commented and said, and I forgot your name, my apologies, that you got 2 of the candy shops. You need to end up making a modular out of it. That'd be kind of cool to see. Taking one of these and making it into a full-blown module. I'm sure it's possible. Especially with today's Lego, you could do it. Okay. Okay, we're back at the front. And the set's got some more brighter colors than some of the stuff I put together. This one's got holiday colors. I gotta make a dinner after I do this, but what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna build all this and review. Ooh, 1x12 medium nougat plate. That's kind of a rare item to see. Trying to think of anything else we saw interesting there. We went on this boardwalk. That's where I threw my feet out. The shoes I wore were wrong. It's a trail that takes you from downtown Pismo in through a state park campground and then ends up at a state beach. And then we took the way back on the road, and I'm going to tell you, if you're looking for a shady hike, that place is not it. It is not shaded at all whatsoever. And when I'm starting to get tired and hot and hungry, I get pretty snappy. I want to stop at the, I mean, we're all getting tired, but they wanted to stop at one of the local chain mini marts there, and we're looking for candy and sodas and talking about nothing. It was overpriced nothing there. And it's like, well, that's not going to do us any good. So that was the end of that. I said, well, I don't care if I have candy or not. I said, I need candy, I'll just go home and get it. And that was kind of stubborn. But it was a nice trip nonetheless. This one might have a detachable floor, I don't know. Now, since I got the Michael Myers house done, I got to do another big build. What I'm proposing to do first is to finish up at least 2 or 3 of the smaller tutorials that I haven't proofed yet. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in and start doing a larger build. I'm kind of leaning towards doing that old house that I built back in 2010. Build that and just make a holiday edition of that build. That means I probably won't get to the restaurant, but I can get to that. So I think I may just do that instead. But the restaurant will still be built. Oh, they just back butter these. But I'm starting to work on tutorials for the restaurant because there's some ideas that I kind of want to preserve and start building as tutorials, because once I do all the essentials like the interior stuff, just raise up the walls and I'm done. Simple as that. Sticker number 1, which is bakery on that tile. So you're not going to see a whole lot of tutorials next year. If you're on YouTube memberships, you will. Patreon, I'm going to try to do 1 set a week. And Rebrickable, I'm going to try to upload something a week. Here we go. Like that. It's a little crooked, but you know, but it wasn't a regular build. Some think it's really cool that I'm an ambassador and stuff. I'm like, well, it's got its fun, and it's got its positive and negatives. But it's fun nonetheless. But when you're on deadlines, it's like a job. It really is. Like I said, you hear me saying it, oh, I'd rather go hit the waves than build a Lego set. Well, it's true. I mean, who wants to sit at home and build with this all day? Some people do. I can't. Put those in first before we put those in. That plate there. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right, see, now I have to ding off a little bit off the set. You know why? It's not a mistake I made, but how do I get that out of there without a brick separator? Now I got to track one down. Okay, here's one. Okay, I gotta ding it down to a 9 for a micro build without a brick separator. Lego, stop being cheap and start including these in a lot of these sets. I can understand if it's like a minifigure pack, but come on, seriously, let's be real here. It's like, be real. Be real. Yeah. Imagine me talking with the surfer accent doing it. Okay, dudes, let's put this 1x1 round fleck tile here. Yeah, then we're going to stick some of these reddish brown plates and just drop these right in here. Yeah, imagine me talking like that. It would be, I don't know. I don't want to get caught up into that because then I won't shake it again. Although I think more people would probably watch me if I did that. Yeah. That doesn't look too bad so far. It looks like the picture. Okay, we got some greenery. I've been trying to collect more stud flowers, so I'm looking to get into these. Now, if you got like a little winter village that you're starting off, this would work. Or if you're collecting these in general and have a micro city. So I guess this is supposed to represent snow on the roof. So yeah, that's probably what that is. Not a bad idea though, to be honest. Okay. And now we got to put in a street light. All right. Some of these guys here. And oh, I can say, why don't they use a black one on the top? But no, they use that for the snow on the top. Wouldn't that light bulb heat that up and melt it anyways? So you don't have to pay for a sugar cook. You can just rip it off the street sign. Okay. And let's see where that goes. Right here. I wouldn't know which way it would have went, but there we go. Yeah, imagine me doing this at the beach. Just hearing the waves crash, all that stuff while I'm filming these. And that's what we have remaining for bag 3. It's a lot of small pieces in this set. Lots of small stuff. So bag 3 just does the awnings. Yeah, just the awnings. Okay, now we're moving on to bag 4. And okay. Like we're starting the second floor. Okay, I see some sand green. I've seen these before, but not in that color, so that's kind of cool to have. And after vacation, I am so tired. That's not pitted, that's good. Lego, I still would wish you'd pack these separate, but you won't do it. You won't listen to me. This one's got a pit. If it gets any worse, I'll have to ding it. And we're already at a 9 right now because there's no brick separator. Yeah, I'm going to review this set real quick and just get it done. So the whole intent today is to review all these, get them done, and get them out of here. I don't just not see it again. Okay, seems like you're in a hurry getting these done. Well, yeah, kind of. I want to get back into the building guide stuff. I'm getting more people asking, do you have a building guide for this? Do you have one for that? And I'm like, yes or no. Oh, okay, thank you. I thought maybe you had it done. I'm like, no. And I need to figure out and grab up some time or snag time or something like that and start figuring out when I want to start writing up the older guides. Like I found a bunch I haven't written up yet for the older stuff. So I'm going to get that done lickety split and available for purchase. I do have some stuff on there for free. I always give freebies out. Why? Just a sample of my work. Okay, 2 round studs. The only thing I don't like about these type of GWPs is they're not scaled for figures. You all remember that one friend set. I know some of you say you don't like them. You know, that's cool. You know, that's your opinion. I like them because, like that one GWP, because it was scaled for mini. It was scaled for mini dolls, but you can just put minifigures in there and be done with it. But a lot of these GWPs are not really, not like that at all. I know I could use, matter of fact, I was looking for this color. I don't think I had enough, but in that jumper plate. Yeah, I have to invoke a timer on our internet now because somebody stays up all night keeping everybody awake playing video games. And I've kind of had enough of it. So now I gotta shut the internet off at 12 and it turns back on at 6 in the morning. He's not too happy about it, and I'm like, dude, I've already told you, I've warned you, stop keeping me awake. You're not the one that has to get up and go to work. So you got to go to work later. I said, no, I'm just going to shut the internet off earlier. You know, I'm not going to mess with that. And yeah, so I turned it off. Now it's got a timer. It's like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to race to get home and play video games. Like, oh yeah, I may have to do that. Of course, sometimes I hear, well, I'll just get my own place. Okay. Find out how much rent is, you tell me. Out here, rent is expensive. I mean, it's expensive, like, literally, just pricey. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to... That's not yet. That's what we need. Not that either. We need that. No, we need the tan ones. So watch your colors. Don't be like me and mess up. Oh, it matches that tile. That's kind of cool. You know, if anything out of this set you can do is take some of the ideas and apply them to your own builds. And I'm trying to hold the yawn in. And, oh, there it is. You know, I have some that say I sound like a strict parent. Well, when you're working, you don't want to be woken up because somebody got mad at their game. And especially after a long trip. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Go to work later. Well, nope, just shut off the internet earlier. So now, and I know some parents out there don't do that, but I had found out it keeps the kids quiet. Because what can they do at night? Sometimes I hear he'll go, well, I'll just keep you up. You know, unlike a typical house, this house is wired up differently. Each room has its own set of breakers. I just shut the power off to that one specific room, which is usually 2 breakers per room. Like, oh, well, 2 could play that game, just shut it all down for the night. And I'm not a hard person to live with, I just don't have time for that. Whoops, you know what I did? I put the profile bricks on the wrong side. Let me peel that apart before, well, I guess you can't. So the profile brick portion is supposed to go on the inside. So I guess it's supposed to simulate siding. But I'm just like, dude, don't keep me up. Oh, just go to bed earlier. No, I'll just shut the internet off early. So I got a timer on it now. 12 to 6, it'll be turned off. Wi-Fi and the only thing that will be running will be the computer in here and the server room, which they don't have access to. That I keep that always closed at all times. But yeah, I'm a little tired, but not, oh, excuse me, I can't hold that one in. Not too much. Just basically I'm just relaxed. That's what they use this for, because of this. That would look better if it was block glass in there. Still got 2 more stickers left. We haven't hit this. But I am ready to go camping. Now, it's almost October now. It's getting close to it. And I've camped all the way up through November. That was in a camper, but never like burrowing in the snow. Alright. So we just got a little seating area up here. If you make a mistake in there, yeah, good luck getting those out. So that's what it looks like so far. So when I do the tour on this, this is just basically a promo offer. Now, I do know this, I did mention it though. Getting this set is for all themes. Sticker number 8, which is this, no. Yeah, sticker number 8. This guy on this tile. I should have brought my 4K camera and just recorded some stuff. Alright, so there's a painting that goes right here. Oh, these are not hollow? Okay, don't worry, I'll show you here in a second. Right there in the middle. So I guess it's just a little coffee table with, so this must be the cookie tasting area, like the wine tasting, but this is cookie tasting. Right there. Right now I'm processing a tutorial, a review, and a build installment. So that's what I've been getting done here. Yeah, but this resort, or no, it's not a resort, a hotel that had the beach view was just, it was not something I will ever do it again. The resort next to it was maybe $150 more, and the rooms are gigantic, but you don't really have a beach view. Do I really need a beach view? No, but it's just kind of, how often do I get that? Except if it's a business trip, which not really fun. Put that right in there. Yeah, I don't like the way that is. Just hold that end up because you can see how it's starting to sink in here. There we go. You don't want to mess with this too much. So anyways, here's the deal. If you're not into micro builds, I'm just going to be blunt with you. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I messed up. There's supposed to be studs here. This is not the set for you if you're not into micro builds. I still got one more sticker left to put on. So you get some roller skates too. I didn't see any skater dudes over there, just a bunch of surfers. In town you see all the skater kids, but you know, over there you saw a bunch of surfer dudes. Okay, it looks like the waffle goes closer to us and it's 2 studs away. So in other words, it's right in the center right there. When I do the tour on this, it's just going to be a spin tour. I don't, the turntable's occupied. I'll see if I can clean it off, but I think I'm just going to just do it like this, rotate it around. I think that's probably my best option. All right, so we're missing some stuff. Oh, there's another sticker, I forgot. Okay. Sticker number 5 goes here on this tile. I must have skipped it. That's how I was like, where did that 1x2 flat tile went? Well, now we know. And it goes right here. How I know that is right there. And essentially that's what we have remaining there for bag 4. And we're done with the sticker sheet. Finally, we have bag 5, and I think this one will finish up that portion in the roof. And then after this, I got to do the review, and I got to find me something for dinner. Whoops, didn't mean to knock you over there. Okay. I mean, the build's keeping my interest, but it's more or less just a micro build, nothing special. So if you're looking for something like a big giant modular to build for your city, this isn't it. I kid you not. Yeah, I'm starting to get kind of tired of working on this. I'm not a fan of micro builds, so like I said, I'll mention it in the review. Hey, it's a micro build. If you're not interested in micro builds, yeah, this is something that you may want to kind of frown upon. But it's a gift with purchase offer, so you can just give it to somebody else if you wanted to. I can't give mine away. I have to hang on to it. All right. Getting there. Just kind of pinch that there. Having these in dark green is kind of a rare color for me, so that's kind of cool to see. These are good for bedspreads and comforters, sofas, those type of things. Oh. Earth green 1x4 plates. See how Lego has this little halo around those? I was thinking about that for one of my builds, but I don't know yet. You know those chewy nougat candies you get during the holidays? I want to have some of those again. Okay, and this goes right here. Oh, that's popping off. Okay. Okay, I did forget something. There's some bricks that go behind here. So step 67, put those in there. I forgot all about those. Okay. If you're wondering what happened, yeah, that's what I forgot. See, I make mistakes, I fix them. That's okay. You know, you can make mistakes. At the end of the day, if you enjoy building stuff, who cares? As long as you're enjoying the hobby, that's all that matters. It's like a lot of my reviews have mistakes. But at the end of the day, did I enjoy the build? Like this one's a very relaxing build, but it's a micro build. It's nothing special, honestly. unless you're really collecting these. I thought we had some 1x2 tans. Or Lego, are we fluffing up sets here? Are we being generous, not having to stack those plates on top of this so we can wear out our hands later on? Okay. Sometimes I forget to put parts on, so I just try to remember as much as I can. I mean, like I said, it's okay. I mean, am I in the mood to build this? Honestly, no. That's just because I just came back from a trip. But it is keeping my interest nonetheless. Do I regret building it? Not really. It's just the small parts I'm just not really liking too much. And there we go. We're getting close. I did see a meme though. Somebody had posted a meme says, "This is men's makeup, which is our hair. This is our makeup," and it's true. We've got to fix up our hair real nice because the girls like that stuff. It's like I'll hear on the thing, "Oh, why do you guys spend so much time on your hair?" Because that's what you girls like, is to have us nice looking. And there goes the air conditioner once again. It's like, yeah, that's true. I mean, some dudes, and sometimes I do it, is put some cover up on. We gotta hide all the blemishes. It's Photoshop, but come on, it's Photoshop in real life, you know. Get good hairstyle, have a clean appearance, there you go. And there we go there. I think that's it. And that's essentially what we are done with. And we're still building, by the way. And that's what we have remaining for bag 5. And now we got to put this on here like this. This just snaps on here. So this looks like this can be removed. Let's see if I can get that off again. Yeah, it's just held on there with just these. Okay. All right, so now you're going to be forewarned. We're going to be setting up, which means, you know what? I got to move the camera. So yeah, we're going to have to bump it around a few times. I've already had a few that tell me they don't like the camera bouncing around. Oh. This is Jay Sloppy filming. I don't want to have to edit. The less I do, or the more mocks and tutorials I can film. The mocks and tutorials, I do film that. I do edit that out because those are more my finished products. Ah, something fell off the lamppost. Oh dear, Lego, I'm going to have to knock it down to an 8.5. So, just looking at it, I guess the lamppost will fall off. Now, do we really care about filming the roof? No. Okay, let me get behind this here where I can look at it better without the thing squeaking on the wall. The turntable's already occupied. Okay, so this thing here will obviously fall off. Okay. And then, see, it's warm. I got to match, see, it's too warm for this. So I got to turn it to match the light, which is probably 45. There we go. see here. All right. What does it look like on the inside? Yeah, I think we can see that. It's a little bit of a glare, but well, I don't want to have to drag out the ring light and do 3 separate videos for this. I kind of just want to get it done. So this is just a quickie. And yeah, it's done. So what I'm going to do is save my progress. We're going to come back and we're going to take a formal tour. Here is the bakery all assembled, and for the most part it is a nice set. It's a micro build, so you've been forewarned. And there's only 8 stickers in total we had to put on here. And we got this little lamp post right here. Now this will fall off, so be careful with it. And we got these nice windows. Got a second floor. There's a sign with a bakery. We got a croissant, and it looks cool, doesn't it? It looks like something you'd see like in a winter village. And you do have access into the interior, but it's not scaled for minifigures. It's what, only 4 bricks tall in there, so your minifigures are going to have to just crawl in there. Now this does separate, so I'm going to detach this piece here. I'm going to take a look at this one here. So you've got a place for your cashier, your clerk. Look at all those pastries in there. There's some cookies and more cookies and waffles. I think the waffles are supposed to represent peanut butter cookies. But look how yummy everything looks in there. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks like we got ourselves a cookie tasting VIP lounge. We got a booth and a table there. That's essentially what this is. And of course you can put this back on if you want to just keep it like that. Just snaps right in place. And for the most part, it's a nice sturdy build except for this little thing. I mean, sometimes that can come off and you got to be careful, but everything else is robust. And if you're really cheap, just reach over and take the cookie off the sign if you don't want to go in there and buy one. It's a nice little gift with purchase offer, and all the info I have on it is that you can spend so much to get this set, and that's across all the themes. Let's start my review with build quality, and I'd say it's average just because of this here. It would have been above average. All this other stuff, maybe the nose cones, I understand these do come off, but everything else is pretty much locked down. This is pretty sturdy, so this is not going to detach as easily, but it's meant for you to detach to look in the interior. So build quality is pretty good with this one. Build experience, it did keep my interest. Despite of it being a micro build, there were some large pieces, a lot of medium, definitely a lot of small. It's got a lot of detail for what it is. So it kept my interest. I think it's also the bright colors. Yes, these colors don't seem too bright, but they're holiday colors. That's even better. Play value, there's very little play value with this set. Yeah, I'm sure you can probably take some children's minifigures or make some custom ones that would fit inside here, but it doesn't seem like it would work well with regular play. I'd see somebody playing with this maybe for an hour or two, and after that it'd be kind of boring. Now if you have the other micro build structures for this you can put along with this, would look really good. I still have the candy shop, and you can put this right next to it and see it looks pretty good, although this one doesn't have snow, but that one does. So everything is pretty much the right height with that. And yes, that one was missing some parts because some pieces fell off and I had to rob some parts out of that. So you can provide parts from your own collection to enhance this, but the set also does have a nice selection of pieces that you can use for other creations. Now, like I said, it's not really scaled for minifigures, so I don't think this would work well in a Lego city. Despite the size of the set, it is a collaborative build. How? I'll show you. Remember when we popped this off? One person can build that, and the other one can build this. So that works. That works for me. So up to 2 people can construct the set at the same time. That would be really cool. It makes a nice little small group afternoon build, especially on a cold, winter, foggy day. This would be really nice to put together, especially during the holidays. So my final score in this set is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. Why? This thing here was falling off. The stickers, but there's one thing missing in this set is a brick separator, especially if this is a micro build. I had to use a brick separator once to separate a mistake that I made. There was no tool provided, and if I have to get up and find a brick separator, then we got problems. And yes, we definitely did have that. But for what you're getting here, especially with a gift with purchase offer, this looks pretty good. So if you want to know the information, hopefully the Lego Root will provide it to me. Just check the description for all that. Hopefully it's pretty reasonable. But the only thing I know is that this applies to all Lego themes. So if you're trying to buy a modular or get parts for your mock or tutorial, and you go shop through the pick-a-brick wall, yeah, there you go. Now I'm sure this also runs through the official Lego shop too, so I'm sure they'll put this in your bag if you ask them, or they'll just throw it in there anyways. I don't know how that works. I've never been to a Lego store, and yes, I still to this day have never even seen inside of a Lego store. So don't take my word on it. I'm sure that they have these in stock there. But for the most part, it's a nice set. I enjoyed putting it together. So tell me what you think.